This is an Ellis Mowers and More product review. Interested in buying this product? The link is in the description below. Have a product inquiry or a home, garden, or automotive product or tool to review? Email me, ellis@ellismowers.com, or reach out on Instagram and Facebook at Ellis Mowers and More. And as always, like and subscribe for more product reviews and small engine content. On today's product review, we have another tent canopy from Hoteel. This is a 10 by 20 pop-up tent canopy. It has 6 removable sidewalls, 4 sandbags, and the whole canopy. You can enclose it if you want to, or have it open. A bunch of different options here that I'll show you in this video. It has a reinforced top as well. It comes in blue, black, or gray. So I do want to mention that this is a very heavy bag. It's almost 80 pounds and it does not have any wheels. So this might be a 2-person lift depending on how strong you are. Even me just moving around here is a little bit of a task. It would be nice if it had wheels on it. Either way, I'm going to get it out of this carry bag. We're going to set everything up on it and show you all the features and stuff with it. So let's do it. So here we have taken everything out of the bag except for the frame. So we've got the tent frame, we have the sandbags, the rope, the instruction manual, and the little stakes. We have the canopy, the windows / panels, and then other portions that go to the frame, I would suspect. We're going to assemble all this in front of y'all, and we'll see how long it takes, how easy it is to put up, put a few scenarios out there, stage it up a little bit, and evaluate what it is. So guys, there it is. We have put it up. We're still kind of battling a couple things with it, but setup was generally pretty easy in terms of getting the frame and everything up. That seemed to be fairly easy as we walk underneath. Y'all saw us as we assembled these reinforcement rods for the top here. We still got to get some of the legs straight, but what this does is it actually makes the canopy portion of on the outside really tight. So we're gonna have to really pull down this canopy in order to get it extremely tight. In terms of it going up though, there was a different one that we assembled a while back, and it was easier, a little bit easier to assemble, but probably a little bit less sturdy. Took a little bit more time because it's a lot more cumbersome right here, because it's an all-in-one kit, as opposed to having to put these rods on and trying to figure out the how they go together, number one, and number two, how to position them on the rails here so that they are not pushing out the tent too much to where the canopy is not coming over. So that's the only challenge that we have endured so far. This one has plastic feet, which is a plus. It's got the quick adjust toggle switches as well to put the legs up, we're only at the first position right now, and we'll move up to the second and the third position here momentarily. We're gonna get the church windows, or the some of the panels on next, just to kind of show you all what it looks like with the panels on it. So right after we got it up, a storm decided to come by, and you can maybe see that there's a pretty big dry spot underneath the tent. I don't have it secured or anything, and we had about 15 to 20 mile per hour winds probably here at the ground, and the tent stayed where it was. So at least, you know, with the 10 by 20 you have good durability when it comes to that. When we have some sunshine in the morning, we'll put the windows or the panels on it to show you the different scenarios that you could use it in. And you know, if the storm wasn't enough, there's hail bouncing off the surface and everything. So we're really gonna be able to see what this thing does in the morning. Holy moly. Crazy mess, guys. That is some big hail. Alright guys, the morning after the storm, this thing survived a lot last night. Y'all saw a little bit of hail, a little bit of wind. It's one of the worst I've seen here in a while. And it's still settling from where I clipped everything on, it looks like. So, what I did this morning is put some chairs under. I'm gonna take y'all on a journey real quick. And what I also did is you have a 3-step system here for your height. I have it at the highest height that you can get it. That height is probably a little over 6 feet between the ground and getting underneath without bending. So I also have clipped the side pieces to the legs so that it pulls the canopy down a little bit more. We still have a couple of spots here as water falls right on me. A couple of spots that I could pull it down a little bit more just to stretch it out. But again, this is the first stretch, so to speak. It did a really good job keeping the rain off. It kept wicking the rain away very well, so that's a good thing. And you can see 10 by 20, we have tons of room under here. This is just 2 chairs and 2 end tables. You could probably fit 20 to 24 chairs underneath here fairly comfortably, especially if you're going to have like an assembly setting or an event where you just want to have shade when it comes to seating. This would be a good option. I'm going to throw some sides on it. It looks like I just have to Velcro everything onto the side. Has some time constraints that I'm working with, so I'm not going to be able to show you a time lapse of it. But it looks like I'm just going to Velcro everything to the side right here, and I'll let y'all know how easy it is and show y'all what it looks like staged up with the chairs here in just a second. And as the sun's rising this morning, I wanted to show y'all the setup with the panels on it. And y'all can see, I'll go inside here so that y'all can see. Sun's already getting pretty bright. So these panels, all they do is Velcro up top here. And they Velcro all the way across. It has a zipper in the middle. And then Velcro on the side. So you just Velcro them to the legs. Really easy. One of the easiest setups I have had with these window types. And they even stay sturdy even though I forgot to put it on that leg right there. Again, a ton of room in here. I've shown you all before on a 10 by 20 that I've been able to fit a car inside this thing with ease. So another thing that you can also do, and I'll show you when I put these front 2 panels on, is you can attach the panels and then just kind of tie them up on the side too. So I will show that next. Again, we'll go back here and show y'all the amount of room that you have in here for fun activities or events. And I'll put the front 2 panels on to show you all what it looks like fully enclosed, as well as with the little panels still on them but in the open position. And putting the 2 front panels on, there's the setup with the front panels on. Really good. And one thing that I do want to mention is that when you have the side with the windows on it, those don't have a zipper. So if you want to have one side of it open, or whatever side you want open, make sure that you put the ones that don't have the windows, like over here, there, so that if you don't want to take off the whole panel and just want to kind of raise it like a curtain, you can do that. And I'll show you all that next, right after I show you all what it looks like on the inside with everything closed. So this is what it looks like closed on the inside, a little echoey. One thing I do want to mention is, where is it? I think on some of these panels, you can see the threads and whatnot are a little bit frayed. So in terms of the side panels, the fit and finish, but they do the job of closing everything off pretty well. The windows are a nice touch. Doesn't feel like you're completely closed off from society in here. And as you can see, it's providing great shade. Again, the only thing is, if you have everything closed up, it's going to get kind of hot in here, especially on warmer days. But you could sit here and have, like I said, probably a good 20 chairs in here and fit about 20 people comfortably for an event. And you could probably fit even more people than that in here if you're just having them stand. So in terms of putting up something quickly to have a lot of space for entertaining, this is a great option. Right before we close this video, I'm going to open up the sides here just to kind of show you what it looks like with the sides open. Again, you can put any of these panels anywhere on this tent. So like if you want the front, if you want the windows on the sides and the panels like that on the front here that you can unzip, you can do that. You can swap these panels any way you wish. They're all 10-foot panels. So this is just the setup that I just decided to use here. And there's the circus tent look, I guess you could call it. One thing you can see, these are kind of raised up on the side. You just, whenever you Velcro everything to the side, you just have to make sure that these flat panels here that don't have the windows on them are Velcroed on the bottom so that that doesn't happen. You can see that it did not happen on this corner right here. So just little housekeeping things you'll learn. No big deal. I mean, it's just the way that you got to do it in order for it to, I guess, look good. But it works great. Again, you can put these panels on the front or the back or whatever. But these are the only 2 panels, the ones that don't have the windows, that will zip up and fold out like this. So, well, I'll just disassemble it. Again, pretty easy to do. You just have to pull the Velcro off of the panels and just unvelcro everything. And then we just have to lower the legs, collapse it in on itself. I keep the canopy on usually and put it back in the bag. I'll let y'all know if there's any difficulty in doing that as we finish this video up. Alright guys, so there we go. It's put in. It went in very easy. Got the rods inside as well. We just kept the canopy on the tent frame itself, and we didn't even effort to put those in there. You probably could shove them in there, but you're probably going to be fighting it more than it's worth than to just carry the windows separately from the bag. So just given that, that's what we decided to do. You could probably shove them windows in there, but it's going to be difficult. And again, this bag, it's really not meant to hold the weight of this tent because it's already kind of, the straps are already kind of stressing where they meet with the bag itself. And again, there's no wheels on it, so I wish there were wheels, but that's okay. Again, for quick shade and whatnot, it works just fine. Again, it's just probably easier just to carry the windows separate than putting it in the bag. So that's the end of this. What I do like about it is that it is really easy to set up. It's actually easier than another 10 by 20 that we tried out a while back. The rods being separate also help because the frame isn't as bulky or heavy. The Velcro on the windows is really good to put together very quickly. Just remember that Velcro over time will wear down and wear out. So if you are putting this up and down constantly and taking the windows on and off and on and off, it'll wear out over the course of time. If you're just putting this up maybe once for a season of time, or a couple times a year for like family reunions, cookouts, or events, this is probably a good option for you. If you're using this on a weekly basis, it's probably going to wear out pretty quickly, to be honest with you. Wish it was made a little bit better quality wise, but for what most people are going to use this for, it's probably going to work just fine. Again, and it's quick shade for the price point. So I appreciate y'all watching this video, and I want to thank Hoteel for sending me the product to try out. Again, good quick shade. 2 people can easily put this up, and it's storm tested too. High winds, hail, did it all just fine. Crazy. But I appreciate y'all watching this product review, and I will catch you on the next one.